Alright, welcome back, guys. Sorry it's been so long between videos. I've been dealing with some stuff, and so I haven't been able to make some videos. I have been playing a little bit off-screen, just playtesting some changes to the deck and growing through ranked. So we are actually at Silver Tier 3 now, which is a little bit higher than the last few videos we've been at, which was Copper. We're also in a new season, which I'm hoping to play a lot more in and make some more videos on to see how far we can get in this season. So from the last time we made a recording to now, we have a new banned and restricted list for standard. One of those cards that was banned is Growth Spiral. So this was a very powerful card, and I think it did need to get banned just because it enabled a lot of ridiculous plans. But it also enabled our ridiculous plan of playing Ugin turn 4, which is a ridiculous thing to say even now. But since we can no longer do that, we had to change up the deck. So we are now going from like a Simic kind of control ramp shell into a Sultai shell of kind of more of a mid-range deck. So we're running our Duress and our Freebooters to kind of disrupt our opponent's hands and see what they're doing. So we're going more off of like knowing information and making plays called for that. We are also running Murderous Rider for our spot removal, which can get rid of both planeswalkers and creatures, so it's a very good main deck list for that reason. We've added Uro in, which is kind of like a Growth Spiral on top of gaining 3 life, which is amazing. We also are running Anticipates and Omen of the Sea to help us dig through our deck a little bit more efficiently. Omen of the Sea especially lets us scry on top of drawing a card, so it lets us mold our draws way better. We're running Scavenging Ooze. This is to affect graveyard plans, as well as protect us in the sense that we can grow it and gain life, which makes it a very good all-around card to run and hopefully play against and not die to like aggro on our first turn. Also running Thrashing Brontodon to answer most enchantment and artifact plans that could be annoying. For example, some people are running Sorcerer's Spyglass. This gets rid of that. This will allow us to run our Ugin. We're also running Emergent Ultimatum, which is basically a tutor where we can cast 2 spells for free after our opponent chooses one we can't cast. So this will require us to play around our opponent, but it will also give us an edge in that we can cast 2 spells for free. So we could cast things like Murderous Rider and a Duress to limit our opponent's options, or a Thrashing Brontodon and a Murderous Rider to limit our opponent's options, or Cultivate if we need to ramp. All those things help. On top of that, our sideboard is now only 2 negates. We're not running a lot of counters anymore. There are better ways to deal with our opponents now, since we're in black. We're also running 3 Sorcerer's Spyglasses to answer any planeswalkers or annoying activated abilities our opponent might have. Narset also helps us against control, stopping their draw speed. Murder and Witch's Vengeance will help us in a aggro matchup where we have to take care of creatures. And 2 more Thrashing Brontodons in case we need them, and 1 Stone Coil Serpent. Alright, that's been the deck tech. I will get back to you guys in a second with the gameplay. Alright, and we are back. We are going up against our opponent here. Let's see what we want to do with our opening hand. Our opponent gets to choose who plays first, so most likely we're going to be going second, which will give us the advantage of drawing our first turn. So let's see what our opponent does. Alright, let's see our opening hand here. We got an amazing opening hand. I love this opening hand. Unfortunately, we're not going to be able to ramp into like a turn 2 Cultivate, but we will be able to do things like a Boreal Grazer turn 1 into Temple of the Seed, so we're going to keep it. Let's see what our opponent does. Alright, Temple of Silence. He's either going to be the control deck or probably the white-black life gain deck. It is the life gain deck. We have a pretty poor matchup against it because it just plays too many spells too quickly. We already have a Cultivate in our hand for us to draw another one. We're going to be able to get up to Nissa and then pretty much instantly go. Because of that, though, we are going to use the passage to grab a forest instead of... Oh, never mind. We have a forest. So, we're going to go Fable Passage, grabbing a black source. So we can use the Ghost Rider. And then I misplayed. Should have played the untapped land. That is my bad. Oh, no, this is only turn 2. Never mind. But, yes, that's still a misplay. Being able to cast Cultivate a turn early meant we were going to be able to play Nissa a turn early, which we're still going to be able to, but... And yes, this is the white-black life gain deck. This is probably not the one that has the veto combo, and it's looks more like a... Still something to be very worried about, and we can't. So let's cultivate here. I'm going to grab a black and a green source. We're going to put the green source on top of the black source in their hand for no real particular reason. They enter tapped, so there's no real point in making that decision. Correctly is running the veto combo, so we are pretty much to the point where we need to kill Pride Mate or veto. Leaning towards veto because we can still kill our great. But we play Nissa. If we play Nissa, right?
Together, we will prevail.
Hold up. Hold that up, but we don't. Instead, we're going to do Forest, Untap.
Rise, my elemental friend.
This will do 2 things. This will allow us to kill the Healer's Hawk, as well as stop the veto from attacking. So the only thing we're going to be worried about is this 4 damage going towards our Nissa, so unless he has a way of making Pride Mate big, we will be fine. What does that do? Ah. So he's just going to swing Healer's Hawk, Pride Mate. He's thinking about veto, but he's not going to do it. You can't buff the Pride Mate, so we're going to go ahead and throw Stonecrow Serpent in front of Healer's Hawk and let the 4 damage go through to Nissa. Because next turn we're going to Ugin. We're going to be able to sacrifice.
Do not underestimate my fortitude.
I think this made it indestructible, yeah. Alright. Play land. Cast Ugin. We're going -3 Ugin because everything here is under 3. A destination. That is a price clear the creation. And
the land fights for us.
Alright, so for this, we're going to bring in 2 copies of Witch's Vengeance. Probably both are copies of Murder. Sometimes these deck lists run Ajani, so I'm thinking about Sorcerer's Spyglass, but I think it's better to bring Negate instead and wait to see if we have to bring in Sorcerer's Spyglass. We will go down Ultimatum because we don't want to go that late anyways into the game. We'll also go down one Scavenging Ooze, as it's not really actually, no, it's very relevant. I lied to you. We're going to keep Grazer. We're going to go down Duress. We're also going to go down one Cultivate, one Ugin, and one Nissa. No, we're not. We want to keep our Planeswalkers. Our Planeswalkers are our end game. So instead, we're going to go down an Omen and an Anticipate. We're going to try it like this. It's probably not the right way to sideboard against this life gain deck, but I haven't really had enough experience against it to really know what is the proper sideboarding technique right now. But I think this is going to be strong. This is a very strong opening as well. We don't have any of our, like, end game pieces, but I think this is good. Our opponent is going first as well, which means we get a draw. But I think we're going to Razor into entering cards and pass the turn. So this is good. We're getting to run a little bit, and so we're going to be able to hold up the negate for things like their some of their like more life-gaining spells that they sometimes run if they're running Speaker of Heaven, for example. Partition, sure. To dig a little deeper, I want to take Temple of Malady here. Scryability. Another negate, that's good. Let's crack it. And grab a blue source. And then we will play a 4/4 to stop our opponent from attacking. This does leave our defenses down this turn, which could be a problem, but odds are it's not going to be, because they could cast Ajani this turn, but even then we have a 4/4 protection from multicolored that will get through any blockers they play. We're going to Temple this turn. We don't need that swamp. And then we are going to pass our turn. Encounter two things on our opponents. This is what I was afraid of. This is why I didn't want to bring in Spyglass. Because there isn't anything you can target with Sorcerer's Spyglass, and Negate has more problems that way. Negate still answers our Planeswalker problems, as well as any, like, buff spells. Alright. Now they just have to decide to get in with their Lightthinkers. Alright, that's what they're doing. Kill one, and block them. We're still going to take two, but oh, I guess not. Oh, that's right, because damage is on the okay. We're going to go. Now if we draw an Ugin, we can play the Ugin immediately without needing this. Here's Ujani, so alright, our opponent's probably not sure what to do here. We're going to keep this forest in hand to bluff having something to cast. And see what our opponent plays. Currently they're scrying. Problem is we're running out of gas and have no way of finding more gas right now. I would love to draw an Omen of the Sea or any of our Planeswalkers. Kitesail Freebooter is also something that would be good. See their hands, see what they're doing, see what they're thinking. I think I'm going to replace Kitesail Freebooter and Duress with Agonizing Remorse, since it's just the better hand disruption spell. And mortifying it. Interesting. So whatever they have in their hand, they really want. I'm going to negate the mortify. I think what that mortify means is they really want this spell. No attacks. Is, yeah. So they're going to get back this revenge, which isn't good for us. But we can kill any issues they have, so we're going to pass. Unfortunately, in this matchup, we have turned into the control of the matchup, and so we need to wait on our opponents. So yeah, they're going to drain our life, and we got and then we're dead. We are dead. I misplayed there. I should have responded with a by killing Vito. That is my bad. So I guess, do we want to bring in Sorcerer's Spyglass is the question. We can cut Anticipate for a Sorcerer's Spyglass for sure. And then cut a Skews as well for one. So this gives us more options. We can turn off the activated abilities of something like Speaker of Heavens, for example, using this as well. So it's not a bad plan. I don't know if instead of Sorcerer's Spyglass, though, we might want to just run Duress, which is more of a proactive way. Yes. We will run Duress over Scavenging Ooze. The reason I wanted Duress is because it can answer and take away those combo pieces like we were talking about. We're going to play first. Being against aggro, playing first is a good thing. We're going to keep this, even though it's a slow game, because of how much disruption we have available to us. And we're going to grab a black. Because if we draw our removal spells, we're going to... We got another Fabled Passage, Swamp, and we will take a Ajani.
I have let my friends down.
Okay, we got both our Sorcerer's Spyglasses. We're going to play Forest and... No. We could have attacked there. That's my bad for forgetting about attacking. It's not going to matter too much in the long run. So... Rack so combat. Swing in, hit our opponent for one. End our turn. This will be a good turn to Sorcerer's Spyglass, see if they might have another Ajani, because if we Sorcerer's Spyglass naming Ajani, even if they can kill our freebooter, we will still be able to stop them from using it. So that's a Indulgent Partition. So we're gonna kill Vito this turn. Sorcerer's Spyglass. Naming Ojana. Strength of the Pride. Pass the turn. We could have played Breeding Pool. I forgot about playing our land clicker. As you can tell, I am out of playing Magic. For some reason. I'm just out of it. Sorry about this. I'm sure there are going to be a lot of misplays because of it, but it is what it is. We're going to Omen the Sea on the end of the turn. Hopefully be able to draw into either ramp or some more spells as well. would be nice, real nice right about now. Some kill spells. We're gonna block it because it's the only time we're gonna be able to block this card. They need it. Don't need Ugin, I will take that weight though.